of people have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. Joining us with tips on dealing with insomnia is licensed therapist Christian Smith from Change Happens in Chicopee. Christian, nice to have you here.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Insomnia, we think of it as kind of like a disease or something that is an extreme when it comes to not being able to sleep. What exactly is it?
So insomnia is defined as when you are unable to fall asleep, or it takes you at least 30 minutes to fall asleep, or you find yourself getting up throughout the night a total of 30 minutes or more.
So it's actually something that, I mean, I know that that's happened to me, but if it's when it happens often and a lot of the time, then it's considered insomnia.
Yeah.
So it's more common than we think.
Sure.
And it does affect many Americans. I know, I read in the statistics that you gave me, 60% of Americans experience it at least 2 nights a week.
Sure.
And I'm sure you see it too. The people are complaining about it.
It's true, and so it's something that can affect your functioning during the day. If it's happening, 2 times or 3 times a week, it can really affect your ability to work, your ability to concentrate. Even just being drowsy during the day is a real challenge when you're trying to work or interact with people.
Right, so it makes you irritable, drowsy, and that's no way to live.
No.
And if it's just something as simple as getting to sleep and actually getting sleep, which is what we all need, it can be fixed. Now, what are some things that people do that actually make their insomnia worse or just cause it to begin with?
Sure. Well, the thing is, what we see with insomnia is it can start off as something that happens a few nights, and then it can become chronic because a lot of times it just causes worry for people. And so it snowballs in some way because you're worrying about not being able to fall asleep, and so that worry is associated with your nighttime routine. You're laying in bed and you're worrying about how many days I've had a problem with this, and so it can perpetuate it. Another thing is just what we have in our bedroom at nighttime can excessive stimulation can make it hard for us to unwind and really relax and actually fall asleep.
So it sounds like get rid of the TV in your room, or at least don't watch it before you go to bed. They say that studies do show that blue light actually does have an effect on your ability to fall asleep. So these are things that you can do. You have control over changing them.
Sure.
And so these are things that you can do to make a difference. And I think a lot of people do say they can't turn their mind off, so they can't fall asleep. So there is help. There are simple things you can try. What are some tips that you can offer to help people actually sleep?
Sure. Well, I think one of the things is having a routine each night where you practice unwinding. So maybe it's taking a shower, having a dimmer light in your room.
Maybe a cup of tea. They do say that having that routine for kids works.
Yeah, well, it's the same for adults. And trying to go to sleep at the same time every night is also really helpful.
Getting your body to get used to that bedtime, and that's just kind of also with the routine. Gets your body ready for sleep. Like you said, reducing stimulation. Don't maybe turn off everything and don't watch TV before you go to sleep.
You mentioned how people talk about their mind racing, and I think in our society we're always tuned in and plugged in some way, whether it be online or even our phones. Some people go to sleep with their phone on, and that's just it's hard to unwind when you're constantly stimulated. So,
and it's right there,
right
and
there.
it's almost like an addiction, like you can't get rid of it.
Sure.
So put it away, force yourself to not have it, and let yourself just go to sleep without it.
Yeah.
Also, you suggest wearing an eye mask, ocean sounds, a white noise machine, those kind of things that will help you actually go to sleep and stay asleep.
Yeah. Well, there are things that can help you to relax. The ocean sounds kind of help you relax. A white noise machine, it's noise, but it's really calming, and it's kind of like it's a good distraction for your mind to unwind and tune in, because your body is wanting to sleep, and that's the thing. Your body really is wanting to sleep because it needs it.
Right.
So sometimes we just kind of need the right conditions to stimulate it.
And if all else fails, if you try everything, there's always professional help.
Sure.
And ways that a therapist or someone, a sleep counselor, can actually help you get sleep.
Sure, absolutely.
And especially if you don't want to turn to medicine.
Yeah, there's sleep medicine specialists and a growing need for clinicians who can help people with sleep, because a lot of it is behavior, a lot of it is our thoughts, and so there's a treatment that kind of focuses on that for those who don't want to go the route of medication.
Yeah, and we know we need sleep, and if it affects our quality of life, we have to get it somehow.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful. Thank you so much, Christian, for being here and for sharing these tips.
Thanks.
Great to have you.
Thanks.
Hopefully now everyone will get a little more sleep.
Hope so.
Thank you.